Come on, everybody come on down and get them Hollywood trades. We are back on gold and we have rejected the supporting imbalance that we have on the 4 hour. For whatever reason, the Wanda chart is not working right now. So I am on that good old Pepperstone back up. The 4 hour is a little different, but it still remains the same in a way. We do have a range. We are inside of an inside bar right now, but we are in a bullish charge up that inside bar. We did not sweep the stops that exist below this bar, and we are completely fully charging upwards right now at this very moment. We did clear the rest of the imbalance, so you will see me change this to a balanced type of price range here. That was a previous imbalance. So this whole range, if we close over this range in the next 49 minutes, we will use this range as support as well as the entire body of this candle here. This is the most recent break point, so we could always retest that break point right there in a break and a retest. And we had broken this right here, and then that was why I have the target here for the retest. That is a break point, break and retest, right? That's the retest. If you ever wonder where the retest is going to be, that is where the retest. When you break down, this is your nearest retest because this is your nearest break. Of course, there's the break of this as well and the break of this as well. As well as these, but as far as the most nearest break and retest, you always want to use that nearest candle. Plus, this is the most important candle in this range. Why? Because it is the highest reaching bullish block. So this is where the algorithm will use this candle because it is the highest reaching bullish block on this chart. Of course, on your hourly chart is going to be a little bit higher, which is up here. This is why my ultimate target is actually, this is my actual take profit right here. It's actually a little higher. My take profit is up here because I use the highest block on the 15-minute chart. So I'm basically aiming for this rejection range here, which everything above this here is rejection range. Everything above this wick and above these bodies is a rejection range. So that's basically why we're aiming for here. So anybody who's trying to short right now, you're not taking into effect that we are bullish on the daily still. And so all of these, it's going, before it goes bearish, it's going to want to test all of this imbalance that exists here. It's going to want to try to absorb as much of this imbalance as possible before going short again. If we're not bearish, of course, on the macro structure, which we are not, this is also the point of control that we are hitting very much right now. And so as we see, I did have this here for the retracement. If we did retrace, that 50% right here is our retracement zone. And so now I want to see what they do with this very range here. I'm not so much targeting the height. I wish I would. I will target the height with another position if I do if I do get another dip into an FEG in this range, I will stack another entry and then I will get out at the height in that entry. Hopefully that's where it would take me. But this is what we're eyeballing right now because this is the boundary level of where the manipulation started at. And that's pretty much it for this chart. As we can see on our oscillator, we are in a retracement underneath the average. This is a retracement. If we start dipping into the reds, then we'll say, you know, we are in a bearish flow. That's volumetrically. This is the volumetric oscillator, the cumulative volume oscillator, and so on the macro, volume is bullish right now. So we will remain with a bullish sentiment, seeing all these as retracements. So this, anything under this white line, while it's still blue volume is retracement range. So any of these dips we can buy right here. And so we have bought into this dip, and then we'll see what it should, the indicator should take us at least near these highs right here on this indicator. It should at least take us to this line and near these highs, if not over this line again, for another bullish run. We have some deviation targets above. Let's go ahead and throw, before we get out of here, let's go ahead and throw one deviation on. I'll throw this deviation. Let's do it from here to here. I think that's a good high and a low. I was going to use this one. I could use that one, but matter of fact, that should be more accurate, higher time frame. We're going to do continuation target. And so as we see, our nearest deviation is right here. 3168. So it should be no issue once we close over top of this and this right here, really. Once we close over top of this, if we close over this, this should be the next target above. When we're deviation hunting, this is going to be the easiest. It's going to be some of the easiest longs that you'll get out of gold or anything that's deviation hunting, like indices or gold or anything like that. There's no structure above here, so you don't have anything else for take profit except deviations. So as we can see, just from this dive down here, we didn't sweep the low. So sometimes when we didn't sweep lows, sometimes it's a little more hesitant, a little more volatile when it hits targets, because we'll have these now as equal lows. This will be nice target for short. This whole level right here would be nice target for sure. They know that, and there's imbalance here still. So this might be a little volatile within this range here, from here to here. Seeing volatility, but I'm not gonna move this to up here until we clear over this range. Once we clear over this range and start using this range as support, this whole thing right here should be used as support. All this right here, once we clear over it. So once I see that, then I'll move this target to about the middle of this. I want to see what happens in this range. I think it's going to be very volatile in this range. It's very high up there, 3,200. Goldman Sachs goal for the next goal was 3,000 the last time I checked it. They definitely probably raised it by now, but that's pretty much that. And share this to anybody who needs to hear any real levels. This is it. This is how you look at it. This is price. I'm not looking at anything besides the POC as far as this goes. There is a volume void right here, so we can expect this to absorb a lot of orders. So that's the last note for our confluence. And that's about it. Share this with someone who needs real levels, and we will see you guys next time.